son, I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, ready. Chopper. Hey, alert three. Ready, ready.
On 1st and 10, White. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Charlie, 64, weak.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's White. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is brought in at the 21. That'll go as a 46-yard punt. With a return of 7. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Ready, touch the outlaw. 54, right, 54. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Oh, the little jet sweep to start the drive. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Right there. 54 Mike. All day, punt. Wahoo.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And the Steelers first down.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, D.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good pickup of 6 there on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
54. Mike 54.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Redskins are going to get it at the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Check 26, check 26. Mike, 55.
On 3rd and 2, White. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On second down, McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
60 Pittsburgh.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How did they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Going to give this time to the tailback. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Look at me. Go, go.
McCaffrey on the counter. And an alley to run. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Redskins on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, here's White. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Here we go. Set. 15 line. 15 line. Go, go. We got double up, double up. Quick dance, quick dance. 80 weapons. Safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shoot.
On first down, it's White. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check, check, General West. Hey, Alpha.
From the 35 on second down. White, they'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, 50,
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
18 Gators. Watch the screen. X3. 218. Chop. Check three.
Now White with a first down throw. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Get him, boy. Oh, yeah.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. White now to throw on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Last 7. Out.
They're going to try and throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready? 70, Indy.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And his kick is indeed good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 29-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He completes it to Jones. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. On 1st and goal, Howard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Set, ready. Combo. I got
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Caught by Jones. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. That good for 22 and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Under 10. Hey, exit.
Here's McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's just 61. Matchbox lights. Undercross, undercross, undercross.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, lock it.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. About 3 yards there to the 27.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 22.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Here we go. Set. 60 or. Hey, man. Christian, Travis. Check 43. Check 13. Check 13. Hey. High 7.
To throw is White on 3rd and 2. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Back now in Pittsburgh, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This is taken at his 4. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bag.
I don't know about that.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
He'll drop the throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time. And
down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can...
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That goes for a gain of 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Going top shelf for... This is caught inside the 15. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 43 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his RAC, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
The way with the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Here's White on 1st and 10. James has got it. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. Jesse James, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And the Steelers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Off play action, here's White. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush, he has now done it. That is career sack number 201. He has the all-time NFL record, surpassing the previous mark set by Hall of Famer Bruce Smith. Now White, throwing on 3rd and long. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Recon, 132 fighter.
White throwing on first down. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
They got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long from the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This one taken from the 7. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 5. Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home.